your skin, that shit is popping, girl. Body on 10, damn, you got it, girl. You gotta boss up. Getting them checks, living your best. Racks up. Keep walking with confidence. Everlastingly, you let them know who is in command. You just that and more. Don't forget it. God worked hard on you for sure. Lexus Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Y'all black females out here, y'all don't understand the struggles of being a black man out here in America and not knowing whether or not you gonna make it home to your children every night because of the police gunning you down.
But don't y'all be out here gunning each other down?
Okay, but we ain't talking about that.
Hell, don't y'all be rapping about killing each other in music?
We ain't talking about that either. We can talk about killing each other in rap music, but we don't like the police killing us. Stay on subject, woman.
You brought up your kids. Tyrone, you don't even see your kids.
And then, yeah, I be trying to see my kids. You know my baby mamas be tripping because I don't want to be with none of them, so they be holding my kids from me. You know that.
Okay, but your baby mama saying you don't give them no child support either.
Okay, but I still be going out my way to try to see them.
They live 5 minutes from my house, Tyrone.
That is out my way, woman. See, y'all, that's why we don't like y'all black women's mouths. Y'all run y'all mouth too much. Y'all always bringing up stuff that's irrelevant.
Well, was you cheating on me irrelevant?
I only cheated on you 10 times. You act like I do it every day, bruh. See, that's why we date women of other races, man.
Hey, Booze, hey. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Woman Exodus. How are you guys doing? Like always, if you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe. Please share. Please say what's up to me in the comment section. Say what's up to me in the chat. Hey, y'all in the chat. Thank you so much for tuning in. Also, when you have a moment, please pause this video and follow the backup channel. It is called LexX. That's LEXEX. You can also find the link in the description below. Also, if you have any suggestions or any ideas for any new stories, feel free to share that to me to my Gmail. That is LexusExodusChannel@gmail.com. Also, shout out to my Patreon family. I love y'all. Y'all are so dope. Y'all always show up and show out and show support. Shout out to my Discord family. The Discord chat is always so lit. If you're interested in joining and checking out exclusive content, please, you'll find the Patreon link in the description below. Lastly, y'all, before we get to it, please follow me on Facebook and TikTok. I'm trying to get better about using different social media platforms to connect with you guys. I know everybody doesn't use YouTube. A lot of you guys love Facebook. A lot of you guys really enjoy TikTok. I do too. I be on there way too often. So please, once you have a moment, take a second and follow me on the other social media platforms. That's at Lexus Exodus on all other platforms. This is another installment of my series called The Blackistan Zoo, where we profile the dusty derelicts, crazy creatures, and animals in Blackistan. Tonight, we're going to talk about Becky the Baby Mama Part 2. And I wanted to do this video because last week I did my new Face of Single Motherhood video, Part 1, and I got a crazy response from you guys. So every so often, something happens with the algorithm where, videos will get an influx of views. You'll get tons of new subscribers, new commentary. I got so many Dusties triggered in my comment section. And I also got so much love, so many new viewers, new women reaching out to me, letting me know that they support the work that I'm doing and that they enjoyed that video. You guys inundated my inbox with more suggestions for this topic, more examples. So since you guys enjoyed that video so much, I decided to do part 2 tonight. And I have to give a special shout out to loyal subby JC, who always shares so many suggestions, so much content, and he definitely was the main contributor that made tonight's show possible. So thank you so much, JC. I really appreciate you for sharing all of that with me. Okay, so quickly, we already know what Becky the Baby Mama, the new face of single motherhood, looks like. So let's do a very brief recap. So studies show that single motherhood, the rate has remained the same for Black women since the 90s. So for the past 3 decades. However, the birth rate of unwed, low income, single white women has been growing faster than that of any other racial group. And the rate of unmarried white women having children has nearly tripled between 1980 and 2016. So poor Becky is becoming the new face of the baby mama brigade. These women, they are women who swirl. They're the rejects of their community. They're typically uneducated, very unattractive. No one wants her. So as a default, she ends up partnering with Tyrone, who pedestalizes her. But because he doesn't value family or commitment, it doesn't matter who he partners with, he ends up impregnating her and abandoning her with little bastard biracial children. And last week, we analyzed tons of these examples of women that really illustrated that's happening. Let's look at some more examples of this. So first off, y'all, this ish is so bad that even the Beckys are coming to my channel co-signing this in the comment section. So I wanted to read this comment with you guys that one Becky recently left on my video. So a while ago, I did a video reacting to Karen Samuels, and he was trying to tell Black women why we weren't getting married and what we were doing wrong, and why these degenerate men don't marry us. Well, Becky came to my comment section spitting facts. So let's read this comment. So she says, laughing my ass off. As a white woman, I can tell you why Black women aren't getting married. It's for the same reason that Black women's male counterparts who have kids with white women are even less likely to marry her than if he had kids with a Black woman. She says, Dusties are the common denominator, and it's hilarious that Kevin Samuels is asking white women to teach Black women to get a ring from Dusties when we, the preference, are even less successful at this. We have no secret code to give Black women, as we cannot control Dusties. No one can. And if we could, the world would be a very different place. And if anything, it should be Black women teaching white women how to secure a proposal from your dusty baby daddy, because Black women are literally more successful at this than we are. Child, I can't. So this is the reality of the situation. Becky came to my video and said, this is laughable. This is very laughable that this community of men are pointing the blame at Black women and are acting like these quote unquote preferences, have knowledge to share with them, because what's actually happening is Becky is getting turned into a baby mama at higher rates. Child, I told y'all this is straight from the horse's mouth. Okay, so now that we've kind of unpacked this problematic mentality from these men straight from the horse's mouth of Becky sharing her experiences and her insight, let's look at a few examples of these women that these men are pumping and dumping and abandoning after they impregnate them. So I want to show this first post of Becky, the BM, Becky, the baby mama, visiting her jailbird in prison. Yeah. Y'all see this? So this is a hot ass mess. But here's the thing. These women get the same dusty that we all get. These men don't like to work. They rather commit crime and engage in degenerate behavior to make a quick buck, as opposed to getting a 9 to 5 as opposed to educating yourself and learning a trade or starting businesses like Black women do. So now this man is locked up, and this woman is a single mother who has to take her child to visit the Dusty in prison. This is what their family photos will look like over the next few years. Child, I can't. Okay. I want to share this next one, this other example that really illustrates what's happening here. The screenshot of a woman who made a TikTok about being both mom and dad because she was impregnated and abandoned, just like everyone else who deals with these Dusties. And I actually, so first off, let's talk through what we're looking at here. Um, So the screenshot says, "My back hurts from being both mom and dad." And it has a depiction of Becky carrying her biracial child on her back. Okay. And I wanted to show this original TikTok, but the woman ended up deleting this. If you go to her page now, you won't find this. And it's probably because she was embarrassed by this. She got a lot of backlash. But luckily, loyal subby JC, who sent this to me, got this screenshot. And it's like, who does she sound like, y'all? Talking about, oh, my back hurts from being both mom and dad. She sounds like a Black woman, doesn't she? Because we've been talking like this. We've been getting abandoned by these deadbeats. It's like, Becky, your ass is just dumb enough to leave the men who are engaged parents, who are good fathers, who are good spouses, who are actually protectors and providers. You left all that just to get knocked up and abandoned by Dusty. Now you're talking about you're both mom and dad and your back hurts. Listen, next thing you know, we're going to see an influx of Becky's on Father's Day wishing one another happy Father's Day like we be having to do. Happy Father's Day, sis, because I know you both mom and dad. That's going to be Becky. Child, I can't. And the best part is JC also got some of these comments. I told you she ended up deleting this probably because she was embarrassed because these fools was calling her out. So let's see what we have here. So this first comment, Brad said, LMAO, did you think his father would be different? Everyone knows they don't raise their own kids. Child. A mess. And this is why that lie about these men being the most powerful men. I even heard one Dusty say that white men worship them. That's laughable. It's like, no, Dusty, this is what everyone really thinks about you. They won't tell you that obviously in person, but this is what they're talking about behind closed doors amongst their own inner circles. You're actually the laughing stock. Other groups of men know that this is your MO, that you abandon your children. And they're cackling and making jokes within their own circles about it, especially when y'all decide to abandon Becky. Child. And so this is how a white guy responds by just saying, duh, like, are you stupid? Like, this is something that's very, very easy to see. The stats show that these men they're not engaged fathers, or they're absentee fathers collectively. The stats show that they pump and dump, and they have a MO of doing that, of abandoning the children that they create. Well, contrastingly, Dusty's inundate her comment section applauding her for having to be both mom and dad. So I can't make this stuff up. I'm telling y'all, Blackistan culture is so bizarre. It's so bizarre. It's like, what's up is down. Because these men are actually congratulating this woman for having to play both roles. Do you see the first Dusty? Big Sexy, his name is. You just see a bunch of clapping emojis. Demero, a bunch of black hand thumbs up emojis. Rondell, Jordan, this Dusty clapping emojis. This is a mother shame. This is a goddamn mess. Lord, I can't. Another Dusty sending her heart emoji. Y'all, you can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. These men are applauding this. So Brad, we saw him, he's just disgusted because he's appalled. Like, man, how can a man do that to a woman? How could he abandon his children and the mother of his children? Whereas on the other hand, you see the Dusties like, oh yeah, that's normal. That's what we do. You just gotta be a strong woman, Becky. You got this. You got this. You gonna be all right. Because this is typical with they bum asses. This is a part of their culture. This is what they do. They enjoy creating children that they don't take care of and then like to congratulate the woman for doing it alone. Y'all, I can't. This is so disgusting. Okay. I want to show this next picture of another Becky, the baby mama, who got more than what she bargained for. So let's say less and just look at this. Okay. So we see a picture of a Becky with a black eye. And the caption says, "Hi trolls, thanks for trolling. You just gave me a bunch of beautiful new Twitter fans. People with morals and values. You will never break this strong ass lady." Well, guess who's photographed in the background of her crying with a black eye? Her biracial child. Okay. So not only did Becky get pumped and dumped and turned into a single mother, she's also getting her ass beat and is catching black eyes and fists to the face by Nick Dogs. All right, let's keep going. So I want to look at this next example of another Becky, the baby mama, who really illustrates that they are becoming the new single mothers and the new face of single motherhood, looking absolutely ridiculous. So let's first watch this video of her looking a fool just because it's hilarious and she looks crazy. Let's see.
Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts. Way off in the deep end like usual. Niggas swear they passed us, they doing too much. Haven't done my taxes, I'm too turned up. Virgil got a paddock on my wrist going nuts.
Okay, this is her. Okay, and so let's cut to this next clip of her and her 5 biracial children.
I just want you back.
So, yeah. So here's Beckisha with her 5 fatherless biracial children. See what I mean? See what I mean? And she's doing a memorial for her own father. Notice, you see the picture of her dad at the memorial on Father's Day. Notice if you look at her page, there's no mention of these children's dad because he's very likely not in the picture. He pumped and dumped just like they always do. And it's like, first off, this girl looks absolutely ridiculous. She's blackfishing, styling her hair like a black woman. She has the braids. I think she even wears wigs at one point on her page, if you look at it. But that doesn't matter, Becky. It don't matter if you're white, black, blue, or purple. You can be their preference. You can be an exotical. You can be Becky. But the culture that these men promote and practice is pumping and dumping. So that's just what they do. And that's why you're becoming the new face of single motherhood.
Exodus. Shout out to my exes.
Hey, y'all. It is Lexus Exodus, leader of the Black Women Exodus. If you didn't know already, Black women are beautiful. Black women are intelligent and incredible. Black women are phenomenal and make great wives and mothers.
I want to speak to your manager.
Black women should be respected and deserve to be loved.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Black women deserve to be treated like human beings at least. Listen, guys, if you're like me, you are so tired of your favorite Black female content creators getting harassed by the trolls, silenced on social media, and censored by YouTube. We work so hard to stand up for Black women, and although YouTube allows us to be regularly berated, ridiculed, and degraded by Dusties every day on the platform, as soon as we say one word to clap back, we're threatened with channel violations and are told to be silent or we will have our platforms removed. The biased algorithms, inconsistently enforced policies, and persistent trolling on YouTube is unacceptable and needs to stop. If you agree, meet me over on my Patreon, where you will be able to access completely raw, unfiltered, exclusive Lexus Exodus content. You will be able to access uncut, uncensored, and ad-free content, 2 bonus videos a week, access to the private Discord community, and much, much more. So meet me over on the Patreon at patreon.com/Lexus Exodus. The link is also in the description below.
Shout out to my exes.
So let's watch this next TikTok that really illustrates how these Dusties lack the capability to commit and refuse to marry and to commit to anyone, regardless of who the woman is or if she's the mother of their children. So let's watch this. Okay, so I'll read this to you. Since it's just captions, it says, reason why Black men cheat. He doesn't come up with any reasons and just simply ends the video by saying Black men don't cheat. So y'all see this, right? So I wanted to look at the comments in response to this video because Becky understands that they all cheat. They all refuse to commit. They all pump and dump. They all got peen. That's for everybody. So she puts dude on blast in the thread of this video. So let's look at these comments. So she says, I mean, where's the ones that don't cheat? They don't exist, Becky. They don't. They don't like to commit. They don't like to be husbands. They don't like to be present fathers. They don't like the nuclear family unit. This one says, where are the loyal ones at, though? This Becky says, I've dated 3, and they all definitely did. This next Becky says, been cheated on by my past 5 BFs, and they were all Dusties. Lies. This next Becky says, sorry, but they do. Most of these men do. And then this next Becky says, I think maybe they just don't get caught. Child. I mean, I can keep going. Another Becky. Damn, I went out with some wrong Dusty guys then years ago because they all cheat. This is an old Becky saying it. She been doing this. Your slip is showing, Dusty. Your slip is showing. While you think that you're the most desired men, these women are actually saying, no, because you pump and dump, Tyrone. You don't like the familial unit. You just abandon the women that you have sex with and impregnate. You just offer dirty peen and side babies. All you do is cheat. This next Becky, you haven't met my ex then. This other Becky, nah, they just prefer single status with sides. Another Becky, what are we at, number 20 now? And they can say they don't cheat with the straight face like yours. Child. This other one says that's not true because we know we know their MO. They're womanizers. This next Becky says, yes, they do. There's still more, y'all. Y'all want me to keep going? And here's my thing. This is why I tell Black women not to internalize this bull crap when you dating in Blackistan and all you getting is men who ain't ish and who will drag you across the coals, and they'll tell you, oh, well, I cheated because you're not submissive. I cheated because you're not feminine. You too masculine. I cheated because A, B, and C. I like these other groups of women because of this. It's a lie. It's a lie, because the problem with these men is they're innately toxic. They have internal issues that need to be worked out. The large majority have mental issues. They need to go to therapy. They have unresolved traumas that they haven't addressed. So it don't matter who they date. Like I said before, it could be the local crackhead or Kim Kardashian. She is going to get the same experience that everyone else gets. Because these men collectively, they just don't like the marital unit. They don't like commitment. They don't like to be loyal. So do not internalize it, because we just read a thread that still the comments keep going, of about 50 Becky saying that actually, no, when I dated a Dusty, I got dragged through the mud too. Child, I can't. Y'all, okay, so let's see. I want to also discuss how so we talked about how Becky is starting to understand this and know these men won't commit to you. They'll cheat on you. They'll just pump and dump and make you the new face of single motherhood. So I want to discuss how everyone else, even other groups of men, also recognize that Becky is becoming the new face of single motherhood because she likes these Dusties. So let's look at some more posts that Subby JC sent to me illustrating this. Okay, so what we're looking at is a meme of a guy who's very high. The caption says, hits blunt. If two gay Dusties get married and adopt a baby, which father is supposed to abandon the family? So y'all, so this, I just can't. I can't. Because this is a reputation that these men have established for themselves. So while they're going about talking about, oh, no, we're the most involved fathers, the lie detector test said that's a lie, Dusty. And Brad, he knows it. So he created this meme and he's poking fun. And they really do think that they're the world's most desired men. Again, I talked about how one said how, other groups of men worship them because they're strong and powerful and athletes. And it's like, earth to Dusty. I know it's nice and comfy in the land of delusion, but these men are laughing at you. You're an embarrassment to the community. So much so that they're poking fun saying, if two of you got together and adopted a child, which one of the eggnogs would leave first? Child, I can't. Okay, let's look at this next meme that illustrates how these men understand that these fools, when women partner with them, they're going to be baby mamas. So it says, when you're Black and you hear that your girlfriend is pregnant. And then we have this character saying, oh no, Messa disappeared. Y'all, I can't. And it's like, y'all can keep saying that y'all are the most involved fathers, but just because you say something don't make it true. I can say the sky is green and grass is blue. That don't make it true. That don't make it accurate or valid. In fact, your absentee fatherism is so well known and so prevalent that even other groups of men are out here making memes about it. Okay, let's keep going. So on the video from last week, on part 1, we talked about this cringy video of a Becky talking about her slew of baby daddies and rating them. And again, Brad recognizes how problematic this is. And he sees when these women go Black, they become baby mothers. And here's a video of a white guy reacting and giving his honest opinion of this mess. And shout out to RD, loyal patron RD, who shared this with me.
Seen some like 2 times, didn't come to the delivery, even though I called his phone, asked him to come. Gave me $80 when I had the baby, and that's all the money I've ever gotten from him.
Today we're going to be sending someone to the streets. It has been a while since we've handed out a one-way ticket to the streets, but after I saw this TikTok earlier, I just knew the streets would be welcoming its newest member. This has got to be one of the weirdest flexes I've seen in a while. Essentially, this girl decided to rate and show off all the men that have given birth to her kids. Notice how I said men as in plural, because she's about to go through a whole PowerPoint presentation. So without further ado, let's take a look.
This is my first baby daddy, Ace. He is a fucking ladies' man. He is fine as hell. Bitches, I had to fight everybody over this man. But I was number 1, so it didn't matter. I truly believed if he wasn't murdered that we would have had all of our kids together and we would probably still be together till this day, only because the simple fact is I'm a dumb bitch and he's in love with me. But whatever. I would give him a 7 out of 10. I don't really like that he was like always in the streets, but so I'll give him a 7 to 10. Love him to death still to this day. 0 out of 10 for dying. That was fucked up. Really fucked me up with that one.
Only on TikTok will you find someone rate the father of their child 0 out of 10 for dying. I think that pretty much sets the tone right for this girl's classiness and intelligence level, and it's a little off-putting how casually she just mentions it. Like, yeah, my first baby daddy, he's dead. Now let's move on to the next one, shall we? But yeah, keep in mind, this is only number 1 of the dads she's gonna show us, and I don't want to speak badly on someone who has passed away, but she did mention that she had to fight for this guy. He was a ladies' man, and from the sound of it, hung around the streets too much before getting murdered. So that could kind of give us an idea of this woman's taste, but let's just move on.
That was fucked up. Really fucked me up with that one. This motherfucker here. This is my second baby daddy, too tall. He's a piece of shit. I think he has a few other kids. I've tried to find family members of his or baby mamas or anything to kind of connect him to my son, to his family. Cannot find anything. No one's ever reached out to me. No one gives a fuck. He hasn't seen his son literally since he was like 2 or 3, 4 months old. He's only seen his son like 2 times. Didn't come to the delivery, even though I called his phone, asked him to come.
As we could see, this girl has just some absolutely amazing taste in men. She really picks out the good ones. As much as I want to laugh and joke about this is actually kind of sad. This is the second baby now that's going to be growing up without a father figure in his life, or at least a decent one. And spoiler alert, there's still more. It's almost as if she's never heard of a little thing called birth control. You know, the thing you take so you don't create another human being every time you open your legs. And I know obviously the men in this situation are at fault here too. They belong to the streets as well, but it's still your responsibility to be safe and take the right precautions when you're about to do the do.
Didn't come to the delivery, even though I called his phone, asked him to come. Gave me $80 when I had the baby, and that's all the money I've ever gotten from him. He's been on child support for like 3 years and haven't seen a dime. So he's a loser. 0 out of fucking 10. Awful. Would not recommend.
He is a loser indeed. I think we can all agree with her there. At least she can recognize the good men from the lousy men, right? Right? Now you would think after giving birth to 2 different kids from 2 separate men that you would be a little more careful now, a little more selective with who you're going to be pursuing relationships with. I mean, your own children's lives are at stake here as well, but no, apparently this girl is not the quickest learner.
This is my third baby daddy. Why am I? Love the guy. Great guy. Cheater, but a great guy.
What? 10 seconds into the third father, and it turns out he's a cheater, but still somehow a great guy, though. And yet again, I don't know how she says it so casually. Like, where is the bar set at this point? It seems like to her, if you're not a completely absent father, you're already seen as the dad of the year. You are the fucking template of the best father. In fact, he's actually the highest rated out of the 3 we've seen.
Cheater, but a great guy. good stepdaddy, takes care of his family, pisses me the fuck off. Ready to fight him. I give him a 8 out of 10. He's alright. That thing. Good. He ain't got no other kids, no problems there. He's just a fucking weirdo. Anyways, what do I give him? 8 out of 10? 9 out of 10? Yeah, I don't. He be giving me that money. And he be paying that rent, so 10 out of 10 recommend. But y'all don't fucking look for him or hit him up or else.
Imagine her kids in the future watching this video she made. You gotta feel for them. By the way, this TikTok video got 16 million views, so you know damn well her kids will inevitably see this. Believe it or not, there are actually people going as far as supporting her in the comments, and I mean, that's just TikTok being TikTok. I'm not surprised whatsoever. The last bit of information I have is that this girl is 22 years old. I literally just found that out as I was finishing this video. You heard me right. 22 years old with 3 different babies from 3 different men. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna leave it at that. There are no more further comments. But anyways, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video. Thanks for watching. Drop a like if you enjoyed the...
There you have it. So what did I say? Other groups of men recognize that these women are becoming the new face of single motherhood. So Brad is looking at this. He's disgusted. He's saying, use birth control, Becky. He's saying the same thing we say. Girl, you sitting here talking about 3 different baby daddies. Like, how dumb can you be to let these fools knock you up 3 whole damn times? Like my good sis on Patreon said today, you only got hit me once before I learned my lesson. Child. So this man is sitting here dragging. Brad is roasting. Because this girl is 22 years old with 3 different dusty baby daddies. And he's just laughing because he knows that's what these men do. That's their MOs. They're king bastard baby makers. And he's just like, thankful that Dusties were nice enough to take the trash out. Like, good riddance, morbidly obese Becky. It's like, girl, did you get a ring once? Did you even get proposed to, ma'am? Or did you just get pumped and dumped every single damn time? This don't make no daggone sense. This girl's parents failed her. 3 different baby daddies at 22. We don't even know how much kids she had, because she could have multiple children with each of these men. Oh, Lord. Okay. So I want to look at this next similar video that really illustrates this, where Becky, the baby mama, was pumped and dumped, but this girl became a baby mama twice as a teenager. So let's watch this one.
My name is Ava. I'm 16 years old and I'm a mother.
This is a hot ass fucking mess. So what we just watched is a little Becky who got impregnated as a teen, not once, but twice. She initially got pregnant at 13, y'all. And her sister talking about how proud of her she is. And her mom was talking about, we need to normalize this and not kicking teens out and not forcing them to end the pregnancy. Y'all, not once, but twice. It's like, lady, why didn't you put her stupid ass on contraception the first damn time it happened? Child, we be heading straight to the chop shop. I'm telling you, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, because I'm not raising no grandchildren in my 30s. And it's like, listen, get her tubes tied or something. Damn, at 13? Got pregnant by a Dusty at 13 and then again at 16. Mother of 2 biracial children at 16 years old. Y'all, get your daughters on birth control. Get her on birth control. She talked about how she was trying to use contraception and took a Plan B pill, but took it too late. It's like she didn't know what the F she was doing. I'm telling y'all, thank God I have a son, but if I had a daughter, as soon as she had her first period, okay, it's time to go to the gyno and put you on some damn type of birth control. I don't care if you're sexually active or not. Shit, just tell her this will help you with your period cramps. This will help you manage that time of the month. F that. And she's talking about the hardest part is realizing that I can't give these kids back. No shit, Becky. Like, damn. Y'all. But these chicks is down bad. I'm telling y'all, this is the mess that's happening with these girls and women who mess with these Dusties. Now they even turn into Beckys, into teenage baby mamas. Just a mess. But this is your new face of single motherhood, y'all. Because these men are degenerates, regardless of who they partner with. So him deciding to date his preference isn't going to magically change that. If you get pregnant by one of these guys, best case scenario, you'll just get abandoned. If you're lucky, that's all that'll happen to you. Worst case scenario, you'll catch an STD or something. You'll end up in an abusive relationship because we know they got the highest DV rates. Oftentimes, this type of relationship ends up deadly. And side note, I know it's been a hot topic on whether or not Black women should continue having these men's children. So I'll say this, I believe in pro-choice. You should do whatever the hell it is that you want to do with your body for whatever reason, regardless of race and gender or whatever. But I do think that conversation is a bit delayed. I believe in incorporating preventative measures. I believe in nipping the problem in the bud. I believe in contraception. And when it comes to Dusties, I promote selective celibacy. Meaning you do not sleep with these fools so that you can't get pregnant in the first place. Because this is a lifestyle that you're signing up for when you do. Look at Becky. A life of poverty, strife, struggle. These men aren't good fathers. They abandon these women. You see she doing maternal photo shoots at 16 damn years old alone. Not one, but two children. No man in sight. They don't provide or protect for these children that they create. And Becky is starting to realize this now. Because her rates of single motherhood are increasing exponentially. Y'all, guard your wombs with your lives, ladies. Don't be like Becky. Divest. All right. That's all I got, y'all. I appreciate you listening. Until next time. See you guys. Bye.
Fellas, if y'all come across a red iPhone, can you please bring it to the sound stage? Red iPhone, appreciate it.